I hope you're having a good night. I've got a few things written down to hopefully help out some people who are looking to get into the gym, gain some muscle, and just improve their physique. So, like I say, I've got a few questions that I would have asked when I first started out, and that I can now answer for you with some experience that I've got over the years. So, the first one that I've got is, how do I gain weight? And the simple answer is, you eat more calories than you burn. So every day we burn a certain number of calories, and if we eat more than that number of calories over the weeks, if we do that consistently day in, day out, over time we will gain weight. How much more do we need to eat than the average that we burn? About 300 to 500 calories. Okay, so next question is, how do I eat more when I have a low appetite? So I think a lot of skinny guys have this same problem of having a low appetite coupled with high metabolism. So it means that they have to eat a lot of calories to gain weight, and they don't feel like eating. And the way that I dealt with that, because I was exactly the same, I was never really that hungry and I didn't eat that often. The way that I improved that was breaking it down into long term, first of all, and thinking about it as its weekly progress. But what you want to be doing is incremental increases in the amount of food that you're eating every day. So just like you go to the gym and you put stress on your muscles to lift a heavier weight and they adapt to that, you can do the same thing with your appetite. So if you're eating 3,000 calories a day and you need to be eating 3,500, but you can't quite get those in, it's a bit of a struggle. Just do what you can each day. So add 100 calories each day, and over time you will gradually become hungrier and be able to eat more. So that's mainly how I dealt with my appetite. How do I deal with a high metabolism? So what a high metabolism is having a high level of calories needed just to go about your day. So what that means is you have a really high number of calories that you need to eat to gain weight. And the only way to get around that is to eat more than that. And again, that is the same solution. Just incrementally add food on each day, and over time you can eat more. Which leads me on to, do I have to count my calories? No, you don't have to count your calories. As long as you're eating more than what you burn, you'll gain weight, so you don't have to count it, but you do have to track it somehow, just so that you know that you're eating somewhat consistently each day. So whether you just write down the meals that you have and maybe have like the same, say 4 meals a day or something, and divide it up that way. But I prefer to count my calories. I've always counted my calories, and it's worked best for me. It's the most flexible way, it's the most accurate way to track, and it's not half as hard as what you think it is. It's really not. It gives you the reassurance that you know you're eating what you need to be to get the most out of your training. So I'd recommend it. How do I count my calories? So the app I use is MyFitnessPal, and it's pretty good. So yeah, use that. Do I have to eat fish and rice cakes 8 times a day to see progress? No, you don't. Eat what you like. As long as it fits within the calories that you need to gain weight, And as long as you're getting enough protein in, and by enough protein, for somebody who's bulking up, it's 0.8 to 1 gram per pound of body weight, and you need to be eating enough complex carbs so that you can fuel your workouts and do the work that you need to do to see growth. But aside from that, your fats want to take up about 20 to 30% of your diet, which is quite a lot, really, when you're going into 30%. So in terms of like adding sauces and stuff, like you should still be eating a lot of rice, pasta, chicken, like good foods, but they don't have to be plain. You can add your sauces, you can add whatever you like to it, as long as it fits within the macros that you need to gain weight. So how do you find out what macros you do need to eat? So you can use a calculator online. They're called TDE calculators, and they just basically tell you your total daily energy expenditure, which is the total number of calories that you burn. And you add 500 calories to that, and that is your bulking calories. So your TDE plus 500, that is how much you need to gain weight, and you want to be gaining weight at around 0.3 to 0.5 kg a week. So you want to be tracking yourself every week and seeing how your diet's affecting your weight. So if you're putting on any more than 0.5 kilos a week, then take away 150 kilos, 150 calories, and then track your weight for another week, see how it responds. If you're within that 0.3 to 0.5 range, you're good. If you're gaining weight too slowly, then you want to add 150 calories on from that, track your weight for another week, and see from there, and keep doing that until you're within that 0.3 to 0.5 kilo gain every week. What if I get fat? Nah. How many days per week do I need to train as a beginner? 3 days is enough. Any more than 4 is unnecessary if you're planning your workouts effectively. So what sort of workouts should you be doing? So if you're going 3 days a week, I'd recommend doing full body, because that allows you to hit each muscle group 3 times. And when you're just starting out, it's best to get as frequent training in as you can for the exercises, so that you can kind of ingrain those motor patterns. So basically, so you get used to doing the movements themselves, because it's not until you stabilize that you actually start growing. So another one which is good for beginners is a 4-day split. So full body twice a week and upper lower for the other 2 days. So what exercises should I do? You want to be focusing on the compound lifts if you're just starting out. So that is your squat, your bench, your deadlift, pull-ups and rows. And they'll allow you to target multiple muscle groups within a single exercise, because you really don't need to isolate your muscles when you're first starting out, because your muscles respond to such little stimulus that you can do exercises that train multiple muscle groups at the same time and still get maximal benefit from that. So yeah, stick to those main exercises. So for sets and reps, 3 sets, 10 reps to keep it easy. Yeah. Okay. Don't know if any of that helped, but if you have any questions, please drop them to me, because I want to get better at this kind of answering questions business, and I want to know what what do you want to know? I feel like it's difficult because I know what I'm doing, but I haven't yet got the means to explain it yet. So it would be good to speak to you guys. So please reach out and hopefully I can help you. So cheers guys.